So, yeah, as you said, some people find it easy, but there's not much to say about here, but just a few points. First of all, it actually tells you where to look. Okay, so it says first paragraph, second paragraph. So usually it tells you where to look. And it says the writer uses Eve Van Cote's words for what purpose? Okay, to explain the main causes, to reinforce a view, to question some research, to describe the challenges. Okay, so we want to see the purpose of this person. Is it to explain something, or to reinforce something, or to question something, or to describe something? Okay, describe the challenges. Now, and there it's about sleep deprivation, as you can see. Okay, so let's go and see. We need to know what is the purpose, why he uses or she uses Eve Van Cote's words. Okay, now how can we do that? We need to skim. Yes, this is paragraph 1, sleep deprivation. Yes. Millions of people suffer sleep problems, suffer myriad health burdens, emotional distress, cognitive impairment, high blood pressure, obesity, metabolic syndrome. Studies we've done almost every variable we measured was affected. Not a system in the body that's not affected, says University of Chicago sleep researcher, this person. Every time we sleep deprive ourselves, things go wrong. Okay. So why this is quoted from Eve Van Cote. Okay. And remember, this is the first paragraph in an article. What do you usually do in the first paragraph?
We say the problem.
Okay, and you actually, it's an introduction usually. Okay,
Yes.
you give an introduction. So, explain the main causes of sleep deprivation. Did that talk about causes?
No.
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 Reinforce a view about the impact of sleep deprivation. Maybe.
No.
Maybe,
Impact?
yes.
Yeah, the impact, because it says whenever you sleep deprive yourself, something bad happens. Question some research findings about the sleep deprivation.
No.
No, didn't question anything. Describe the challenges involved in the sleep deprivation research.
No.
No.
No. Okay, so that is to reinforce a
B.
view. Yeah, okay,
Yes.
right, good. What do we learn from about sleep in the second paragraph? Scientific opinion has changed in recent years. More controversy. Confirm earlier ideas. Research in the past, basis of current research. Okay, let's go and see.
Doctor, you say
Yes.
that in part C we have a look on the options.
Yeah, because there are distractors, but here, because you need to look at them because basically you need to make a judgment, okay? And they're very close, okay? Um, I think this is helpful when you look at that, okay? So, common refrain among sleep scientists 2 decades ago performed the brain in the interest of the brain. It wasn't a fully elaborated theory, but it wasn't wrong. Numerous recent studies hinted the purpose of sleep, but confirming that neurologic function and cognition messed up during sleep loss. Patients' reaction time, mood, judgment, suffering if they are kept awake too long. Okay, so what does it say? That 2 decades ago, they said lack of sleep causes problems. This wasn't fully elaborated, but it wasn't wrong. And recent studies have hinted at the purpose by confirming. So they have confirmed that neurological function and cognition are messed up. Okay? Right. What do you think? Scientific opinion about this function has changed in recent years. Has it
No.
changed? No,
No.
it hasn't changed. There's now more controversy about it than there was in the past.
No.
Doesn't talk about controversy. Researchers have tended to confirm earlier ideas and its purpose, about its purpose.
Mm,
No, I think.
no. No.
Okay. No. Studies undertaken in the past have formed the basis of current research.
Yes.
Yes.
Doctor, I didn't understand the part C. What purpose? Purpose of sleeping?
Okay. Right. Researchers have tended to confirm earlier ideas about the purpose, about its purpose, about sleep,
Sleep,
the purpose of
deprivation.
sleep. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So you say D is correct. That is, the studies undertaken in the past have formed the basis of current research.
Was C is correct too, I think.
Okay, C is correct too. Researchers have tended to confirm earlier ideas about its purpose. So now tell me, C is correct or D?
May you show
No.
the paragraph again? Purpose of sleep.
Now we need to decide if the past
C.
research is a basis for present research. Okay?
Or are they confirmed that?
Yes.
I think C is correct.
Yep. So,
Confirm. It is
so
say
what?
that at the purpose of sleep by confirming that
Okay. So why D is wrong?
it's not the basis. It says that the basis idea was correct.
Yeah. Thank you. So it doesn't actually say that those previous studies were the basis of the present studies. Okay. It doesn't
Yes.
mention it. It just
Yes.
says that the present studies confirm what was thought before. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So it isn't saying that we are basing present study on the previous study. Okay. So basically, researchers have tended to confirm earlier ideas about its purpose. This is the correct one. Studies undertaken in the past have formed the basis of current research. No, they haven't formed the basis. Okay. Just the current research have confirmed what was found in the past. Okay. Any problem? Right? Okay. Okay, let's go to that one. As we know it now. Okay, in the third paragraph, what idea is emphasized by the phrase, by no means the be-all and the end-all? Okay. So sleep deprivation has consequences beyond its impact on adenosine levels. Adenosine levels are a significant factor in situations other than sleep deprivation. Okay, so basically this is about consequences, right?
Yes.
Beyond, okay, consequences beyond. Significant factor in situations other than sleep deprivation. Okay, so other than sleep deprivation. Role of adenosine as a response to sleep deprivation is not yet fully understood. The importance of the link between sleep deprivation and adenosine should not be underestimated. Okay, so underestimated, understood, um, other than sleep deprivation, and consequences beyond its impact on adenosine levels. Let's go have a look. Okay. Wow. 1997, Bob Macaulay, colleagues, Harvard Medical School, kept cats awake, playing with them. Compound known as adenosine increase in basal forebrain. Sleepy felines stayed up longer, returned to normal levels, they were later allowed to sleep. Also found administering adenosine to the basal forebrain acted as sedative, putting animals to sleep. It should come as no surprise than that caffeine blocks adenosine receptor, keeps us awake. Bashir and others, Macaulay, discovered adenosine levels rise during sleep deprivation. Okay. And so do concentrations of adenosine receptors, magnifying the molecule's sleep-inducing effect. The brain has a cleverly designed two-stage defense against consequences of sleep loss. Adenosine may underlie some of the cognitive deficits that result from sleep loss. Infusing adenosine into rats' basal forebrain impaired the performance on attention tests. Severe deaths in still sleep-deprived humans. Adenosine levels are by no means the be-all and end-all of sleep deprivation's effects on the brain or the body. Okay,
Yes.
what do you think?
And there is no connection between adenosine and sleep.
I think
I
the
think.
first, the B was correct.
Okay, so it says they put an infusion of adenosine to rats' basal forebrain, and it impaired their performance, and it affected on their attention. Okay, and the same happens in humans. Okay, but it says but. Okay, but adenosine levels. Okay.
It say that it's important, but we are not sure, and we cannot.
Not understood, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
they
Okay.
aren't sure about its definite
Adenosine
impact.
effect on the sleep.
Okay. So sleep deprivation has consequences beyond its impact on adenosine levels. Okay. It means sleep
More
deprivation
important than that.
it just doesn't impact on adenosine, but it has other effects. Okay. Is that correct?
No.
Maybe. Okay. Adenosine levels are a significant factor in situations other than sleep deprivation.
Not mentioned.
It's not mentioned. The role of adenosine as a response to sleep deprivation is not yet fully understood.
No.
No?
No,
I think
because it's
C is they have understood something.
they have understood, yes, but there is no connection between them.
Fully?
Fully.
Yes, it is not fully.
Okay. As a response to sleep deprivation is not yet fully understood. So it might be correct.
Yes, might be.
The importance of the link between sleep deprivation and adenosine should not be underestimated.
I think D is correct, Doctor. But C is correct too.
I think C is correct. D.
Okay,
D.
good.
You know, the main
C is
idea
correct.
of be all and end all, I think it's some kind of underestimate.
Okay. Who says A? No one? A is wrong? Okay. Who says B?
No.
No. Who says C?
C. I think C.
I think C.
Okay, 2 people.
Yes.
And how about D?
I would choose D.
Okay, so you don't have any
Asleep.
opinion.
Asleep.
I think C.
You think C. So we have 3 to 1.
C, doctor. I said C.
You said C. So 4 to 1. So there's only one person who says D. Okay, so the person who says D, say why C is wrong then.
Mm, because of the phrase by no means, but
Mhm.
the but before that.
So it's by no means
May
be
you
all and
show the paragraph, doctor, please?
yep.
I know it to be all.
Okay, right.
Macaulay and College found that infusing adenosine into rats basal forebrain impaired their performance on an attention test, similar to that seen in sleep-deprived humans. But adenosine levels are by no means the be-all and the and end-all of a sleep deprivation effect.
On the brain or the body.
It says that sleep deprivation has other, in fact, beside
Yes,
except adenosine. Then
yes.
A is correct, doctor.
So basically, what it's saying is, let's look this way. Okay, the first sentence here, it says they kept cats awake. Okay, by playing with them, and adenosine increased. Okay, so increase in adenosine. Okay, keep that. And second sentence, uh, found administering adenosine acted as a sedative. Okay, so what happened? It
During
means that,
sleep
yeah,
deprivation, adenosine was increased
yes, and actually
and it was
adenosine
sedative.
is a sedative. Okay,
Yeah.
so therefore, caffeine, which blocks adenosine, stops us from sleeping. Okay,
Yeah.
because it affects adenosine receptor. Right. So here, adenosine, adenosine, adenosine. High adenosine and sedative and coffee. Teaming up with Bashir, discovered adenosine levels rise during sleep deprivation. Okay, so that's the same thing. Yeah, they rise.
Yes.
So concentrations and also the receptors. So basically, the molecule magnifies the sleep-inducing effect. So the brain has cleverly designed a two-stage defense against the consequences of sleep loss. Okay, so adenosine may underline some of the cognitive deficits. Okay, it may underline some of the cognitive deficits. Okay, not all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So they found that infusing adenosine affected attention. But now here it says but adenosine levels are by no means the be all and end all of sleep deprivation effects on the brain or the body. Okay, so effects of, okay,
It's not the only.
it's not the only, yes,
Yeah.
adenosine level is not the only effect of sleep deprivation. So there
Deprivation.
are other effects,
Effect.
okay, on the brain or
Yes.
body.
Then A
Okay,
is correct.
let's go and see. Okay, Right. So, sleep deprivation has consequences beyond its impact on adenosine levels. So that's probably correct. Adenosine levels are a significant factor in situations other than sleep deprivation. Did we talk about adenosine in other situations in this
No.
paragraph?
No.
No. So B is wrong. The role of adenosine as a response to sleep deprivation is not yet fully understood.
It's not for this phrase by no means.
Well, here it actually doesn't say that. Actually it says that adenosine has been studied widely, and we know in sleep deprivation both adenosine and adenosine receptors increase. Okay,
Yes.
but it didn't say actually. It doesn't say that the adenosine response has not been fully understood. Basically, this sentence doesn't mean this, okay? The importance of the link between sleep deprivation and adenosine should not be underestimated. Does it say that?
No, it's A.
Yeah. So the answer is A. Okay.
Mm.
So basically, if you look at one sentence, you cannot answer that. But you actually need to look at all the sentences and then decide what this sentence, what this phrase means there. Okay? Without that, you cannot make a sound judgment. Okay? And so, who said this part is easier?
I think we should ignore this type of question. Is that right?
It's
Why
by
ignore?
Because it needs 1 hour to explain what
Uh,
happened in this paragraph.
I said it needs exercise.
sorry?
By exercising and doing lots of this type of questions or skill get improved. Because
Yes, in 30 years, Dr. Nilufer, not
mm,
in six
Okay.
you
months or
look at
3 months.
I have done almost I think 15 reading tests, and at the first one it was very heavy and hard for me. But at the last ones it gets somehow easier for me.
It's getting
And I
Good.
easier.
think, yeah,
Yeah.
I think our brain learns how to think and how see these type of questions.
Yes.
Yes. Good. Okay. So basically, in this part, I have a few recommendations for you. Now, the first thing, remember when you read a text, remember the first part is introduction, okay? Then some main topics come in between, okay? And about different topics, and then at the end we have a conclusion, okay?
Yes.
Pay attention to where this this paragraph is, and that would help you. Basically, it does help you to basically it does help you to decide what the answer could be. Okay, this is one, and the second one is, remember, in a paragraph also we have nearly the same thing. So you need to make a decision and say, just as I did, I go and analyze each sentence. Okay. So what I did was I said adenosine increase. Okay. What was the second sentence about?
Adenosine effect, sedative.
Yeah, a sedative effect. Okay. What was the next? Caffeine. Okay. What was the next about Bashir? Again, it was about adenosine.
Brain.
increase and receptor
No.
increase. Okay. And then it said but. Okay. And when it said but, what does it want to say? It's not only sleep deprivation does not only affect adenosine. Okay, so basically, look at the function of this paragraph. So the paragraph says adenosine is increased. It has sedative effect. Caffeine causes sleeplessness. Adenosine increases. Receptor also increases, but there are other effects for adenosine. Okay, good. So we come here. Basically, in the introduction, it said something, and then here it talks about adenosine as one of the uh, problems which is caused by sleep deprivation. Okay, now look at here. Look at the paragraph. Okay, sleep deprivation. Introduction says millions of people have problem, and every time we sleep deprive ourselves, things go wrong. So basically, sleep deprivation causes a problem. This one, a common refrain that what happens is studies, okay, confirming that neurological function and cognition are messed up. Here it says one of the studies is adenosine, but adenosine is not the only thing. It says over a century revealed numerous undesirable outcomes from being awake, staying awake too long. Okay, and then about other studies. So basically, what does this function? This last sentence is preparing the reader for the next paragraph. Okay, so it says, but yes, we talked about adenosine and we said all of that, but don't think that it's only adenosine. There are other things. Okay, so it means that this is not the end of the story.
A story.
Okay, so basically look at the function of that sentence, where it is. If it's at the beginning of a sentence, it's different. If it's at the beginning of a paragraph. If it is at the end of a paragraph. If it is in the last paragraph, okay? So
Conclusion.
I have seen a lot of questions like that, which actually you need to consider where the paragraph is, so you can answer the question. Okay, and it would be different if it is in the if that's question were about a body paragraph or an introduction paragraph. Okay, so in the final paragraph, the quote from Van Coter is used to suggest what? That the goals of sleep deprivation research are sometimes unclear. It could be difficult to develop any treatment, okay, for sleep deprivation. Opinions about the best way to deal with the sleep deprivation are divided, okay? And there is still a great deal to be learned about the effects of sleep deprivation, okay? Great deal to learn. Let's go have a look. So what would you actually say in the conclusion paragraph? Further insights could be drawn from study of shift workers and insomniacs, serve as natural experiments of human body reacts to losing out such basic life need for chronic periods. With so much of our physiology affected, an effective therapy other than sleep itself is hard to imagine. People like to define a clear pathway of action for health conditions, says Van Coter. With sleep deprivation, Everything you measure is affected and interacts synergistically to produce the effect. Right. So what does he say? What is Van Coter saying?
I think it says that sleep deprivation have so many impact on the body, and they are the impacts are synergic together.
Okay. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. The goals of a sleep deprivation research are sometimes unclear. Is that correct?
No.
No. Could be difficult to develop any treatment for sleep deprivation.
No, it doesn't mention.
It says just sleep. Opinions about the best way to deal with sleep deprivation are divided. No, just says just sleep. There is still a great deal to be learned about the effects of sleep deprivation.
The effect of sleep.
Wrong.
It didn't say great deal. Say that effects are there are multiple effects.
Okay.
Unclear is true
Which one?
on A.
I don't know. You tell me. You said it is easy. Okay. Further insights could be drawn from the study of shift workers, okay, who serve as natural experiments. But with so much of our physiology affected, an effective therapy is hard to imagine. Okay? Effective
Unclear.
therapy is hard to imagine. So people like to define a clear pathway of action for health conditions, says Van Coter. Van Coter is saying that people usually look at a very easy way for health conditions and for treatment of health conditions. Okay, they usually have a very clear pathophysiology in mind, and they have a very clear reason for giving a treatment. But because so many effects of sleep deprivation, we now we have difficulty to find an effective therapy. It is difficult because with sleep deprivation, everything is affected. Okay, let's yeah. So let's go and see again. The goals of sleep deprivation research are sometimes unclear.
No, it is not.
Okay. It could be difficult to develop any
Yes,
treatment.
B.
Okay. Okay. Opinions about the best way to deal with the sleep deprivation are divided. It doesn't say it's divided, okay?
Yes.
It didn't mention the opinions are divided. There is still a great deal to learn about the effects of sleep deprivation. He didn't say that. He said
Yes.
there are a lot of effects, okay?
Yes.
So between A and B,
B.
yes, it doesn't actually say the research is unclear.
Yes.
Actually, he was arguing that because of so many problems that are caused by sleep deprivation, it is difficult to develop any treatment for it.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Now, when you solve the problem, it gets easy.
Yes.
Okay. So, right. So you see, at first when you look at it, it might sound easy, but it is not easy. You need to make a judgment, and remember where the place is. Okay, I mean the whole thing. This text, it's about sleep deprivation. It actually talks about a lot of research. and it actually talks about opinions and the best way to deal with it. And what is the conclusion? The conclusion that this person is drawing is actually it is very difficult to treat sleep deprivation. Okay, right. Okay, you tired?
No.
No, no, not tired. Okay,
A bit.
a bit tired. Okay.